Now I'd like to call upon not only the Mashiach of the Yeshiva, but a dear friend, Rav Benji Qualwasser, who will continue the evening with the next presentation. Rav Benji.
My earliest recollection of Drs. Mark and Galina Merdler's involvement with Yeshivat HaTorah is sitting in their living room one evening 11 years ago, discussing a yeshiva that will teach Torah along with growth and maturity, a place that will teach the positives of each individual person, camp, and nationality. I still remember today Galina's excitement for a place devoted to teaching life values. Years later, I understand where that came from. Unfortunately, I did not have a chance to meet Mr. Abraham Ainbinder, Zechrono Livracha, Galina's father. However, he has left a permanent impression upon me, my family, and my students. After his passing, I called the Merdlers to share with me some stories about a man who would ultimately impact me deeply. They described a man who transmitted a passion for ethics and morals, a construction manager who cared for the workers, and indiscriminately loved all people. This moved me. I had learned in yeshivot all my years of education, and I had been witness to Jews helping non-Jews, but never heard of it as a value, as a Jewish value. Greatly disturbed over this realization, I set out to bring out Judaism's genuine approach to our role and destiny. We enjoy today more freedom than in many other centuries, and we are called upon more than ever to live as a venerable people and commit to truly ethical and proudly Jewish lives. It is our greatest honor to remember Mr. Abraham Ainbinder, Zechrono Livracha, this evening, at the beginning of our 10-year anniversary celebration. If I can draw your attention now to the screen.
A world paved with concrete, potential stunted by stone, a soul who saw beneath it, a tree to be harvested and grown. He walks with his creator, love, a vision of a dream, judged all in their favor, revealing Excelem Elohim. Iran, Iran,
I would like to call up the entire Ainbinder family to accept the book I authored in Mr. Abraham Ainbinder's memory, A Light Unto the Nations. Drs. Mark and Levine Merva, Mrs. Tamara Ainbinder, Joseph Ainbinder, and Boris Statskovsky.
Wow, that was something, yeah. So, when Benji called me during the Yeshivat from my father, he said, listen, I'd like you to share some stories. What was your father like? And I told him the stories that he's told you, and I said, you know, my father was a man that everybody loved, just universally. It didn't matter. Everybody thought he was a wonderful man, and I never heard heard anyone say a bad word about him. In fact, interestingly enough, to Benji's point, when we were in Russia, he actually helped everybody, and it was quite a difficult time. Certainly people didn't just help other people, period, and certainly Jews didn't help non-Jews, or just in general, that wasn't done. And it totally influenced me, the fact that my father was simply on vacation once in a little village with all of us. I was about 9 and 10, probably 9 at the time. And somebody asked him to help their daughter get a job in Moscow. Now you have to understand, in Russia that was not possible. People didn't get jobs in Moscow. Did not happen. And my father said, sure, I'll help your daughter. And sure enough, a year later, she moved to Moscow. And this was just people in a simple Russian village that he basically had no connection with. So that was kind of the kind of man that he was. And a few months later, Benji gave me this essay, beautifully bound, and he said, you know, I wrote this because you inspired me to write this research paper. I said, wow, that's great. Wouldn't it make a great book? And so I guess the book is here. I hope you all enjoy reading it. I'm certainly looking forward to reading it. I'm sure it's phenomenal. And I'm really happy we were able to bring the book to life. I'd like to thank the Qualwasser family, both Benji's and Jean's Qualwasser family, for all the hard work that went into making this book. It's very special to our family. And of course the entire yeshiva. We have quite a connection with the yeshiva. My family and I thank you very much. I'd like to thank all our friends and family who are here to share this with us. I think it's a really great tribute to my father. And we hope you enjoy the rest of the year.